It's time, Greg, to scoop. Are you ready? In today's episode of The Scoop, Greg, guess what?
What?
Sabrina, that's easy for me to say, the teenage witch is coming back.
Is she?
Yeah.
Go on.
One particular movie has outsold all other particular movies of its genre.
Right.
And Superman is going to be 3 hours long. So, before all of that news, Greg, guess what they found?
What have they found?
They found an old game on the Nintendo Switch.
What do you mean on the Switch?
You know the new Nintendo Switch? The new Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
Well, in it is a hidden game from the NES, the NES. Golf.
Super Mario Golf?
No, the original Nintendo Golf.
Oh,
Remember
no.
the black box?
I like the Super Mario version. That was on the Game Boy, wasn't it?
A while ago, those clever people who can read the code of all kinds of things found within the code of the Nintendo Switch, that's easy for me to say, a Nintendo emulator for the NES called Flog. Turns out it's actually a version of Golf, and it's hidden within the coding of the Nintendo Switch.
So an emulator?
An emulator, Greg, is a piece of software that emulates or pretends to be an old console. So you can get them on your PC, you can even get them on your phone these days, and you can play Nintendo games. And all sorts of other consoles.
You may now carry on.
Thank you very much. There's a film out, Greg, that I know that you are never ever going to go and see.
Is it it?
It is it.
I knew it would be.
Apparently, it is full of 80s nostalgia, which really makes me want to see it.
It does sound full of
But
it.
the bit where I will scream like a girl really puts me off going to see it.
Which bit?
All of it.
All of it?
Mm.
Well, that's all of it.
It's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, It, the movie, has become the highest grossing horror film ever, Greg.
Yeah, but it's just a remake, isn't it?
It is a remake of the made-for-TV version with Tim Curry in from the 90s. It has overtaken, or is about to overtake by Sunday, The Exorcist, which made over 232.9 million since it was first released. It is said to be taking over and by making 270 million by Sunday at the box office.
That's ridiculous.
Well, however, I have got take umbrage with that fact.
Umbrage?
Umbrage, yeah, that's a word that you don't hear very often.
No, I wonder why.
The Exorcist was released in
A while ago.
in 1973.
Yeah.
It was released last week. So what about inflation?
To be honest, I think you're just thinking too much about it.
No, because that 270 million or whatever that The Exorcist made, with inflation, is now the equivalent of like nearly $1 billion, surely. So it hasn't really outsold The Exorcist yet, has it?
No.
It's got a bit of a way to go. So I don't know why I even came up with that news story, Greg.
I know why.
Why?
Tell you what, Jason, that bit was really shit.
It is released in cinemas last week, so you can go and watch it now.
Watch it.
I don't know if I will be.
I won't. Ever.
I don't know.
Never.
I might have to take one for the team, Greg, and go and watch it for both of us.
Well, you carry on. You'll be the one crying.
Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. Remember that, Greg?
Yeah.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
Really popular 90s series with the talking cat. What was the cat called?
From Outer Space.
Was it Sable?
Sable.
I don't know.
It was a black cat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was black, yeah.
That's what we know.
Obviously we didn't watch it all
So
that
much research on this programme.
She wasn't from outer space, she was a witch.
I know, but I remember The Cat from Outer Space, the film that you've never seen.
Oh, let's not go back there.
Sorry, Jay.
So she lived with her aunties.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. Oh no, that was Clarissa Explains All, wasn't it? That was another series Joan Hart was in. Anyway, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is coming back.
Who's doing it?
She's not going to be in it. It's a whole other version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is based on the comic series. The CW, who make Supernatural and Arrow and The Flash and all those, are bringing this Sabrina the Teenage Witch Adventures series to their channel. And it's going to be an hour-long horror-based series.
Another horror?
Yes.
What are they doing?
They've turned Sabrina the Teenage Witch from a fluffy talking cat living with your witch aunties series to a horror. How do you feel?
Salem, those are for the guests.
I'm just making sure all is right. Cheetos should be served at room temperature, you know.
Superman, Greg. Now you're listening, aren't you?
This is unbelievable. This is literally the best news ever.
You might have heard the rumours over the years of a 3-hour cut of Superman the movie, the original.
Yes, but they did bring out an extended version, didn't they, on the DVD years ago?
Yeah, I don't think that was it. And wasn't that like the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2 on the DVD?
No. They just put an extra 20 minutes in somewhere, wasn't there? And it was just a few little extra scenes that weren't in the original.
Well, what happened was...
What happened what?
ABC in the US aired Superman on their channel. And it was a very big deal at the time. So what they did was they split it across 2 nights.
Right.
Now the film only ran at 143 minutes, so it wouldn't fill the time slot that they wanted, which was two 2-hour sessions with adverts.
Right.
So they extended the film itself to 188 minutes and added enough commercials to fill the 2-hour slots. So they've put an extra 45 minutes in the film.
45 minutes.
Now, it's been talked about all over the internet for years, and there's apparently bootlegs available here, there and everywhere of this extended cut, but it is going to get an official release of that 3-hour cut of Superman that aired on.
That is tremendous news, that is.
I know.
That's the best news ever on the Scoop.
It is.
When's it coming out, does it say?
I'll have a look. Some of that extra footage, Greg, made it into the film's first DVD release in 2000, billed as a special edition, which has been included as an extra on all subsequent Superior DVD and Blu-ray releases. But not all of it. What?
Not all of it.
Not all of it. Here are the official details. Superman movie, the extended cut, special edition, 2-film collection. Runtime, 188 minutes. Extended cut. New 2017 HD master. Special features it's coming out on DVD, commentary by director Richard Donner and creative consultants, the making of Superman, all that other stuff that's on all of the other releases as well. But it includes that special edition. However, there isn't a date, so we'll have to look out for that, Greg. The extended cut of Superman, 3-hour long.
Best news ever, that is.
We'll get hold of that and we'll
so excited.
Keep you posted.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
Have we scooped?
We've scooped.
You did well today, Jace.
Thanks very much.
No, you did, because I didn't say anything. So, well done.
I think you actually did.
I don't think I did.
I'm going to ask the viewers out there.
You're going to scask?
I'm going to ask the viewers out there to count how many words you've actually said in this episode.
You know someone will count it?
Yes.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It's one word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Times 10.
I don't think that counts. Anyway, thank you for watching The Scoop. We'll be back tomorrow with Tea and Toast Saturday. And then we'll be back with our usual shows next week on Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. We'll see you then.
So.